it didn't start this way though. You didn't have all these cars growing up. You had
No.
a very humble. You come from very humble beginnings.
Sure.
I think to tell your story, we got to just start at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So the audience really just knows the come up story. So how did you get into the wheel and tire industry?
I guess backing up, giving a little more background, like I had to work for everything that I had. I was just joking with my brother yesterday. We were at this little popcorn shop downtown Wheaton that sells like penny candy. It still actually does have penny candy, even with inflation and everything. They have penny Tootsie Rolls. And I remember being 12 years old and lying on the application that I was 14 to be able to get a job there. It just showed that, like, I look at the age of my middle son and he's 12, and I'm like, God, I was that young, understanding that you needed to have money to be able to get things, because there was no money at home. Like there was nothing. Like I had to go, there would be field trips and I would have to show up without $5 with the permission slip, but no money. And the teacher would be like, oh, well, we'll make it happen somehow. And I don't know if they still charge for field trips at school, but I didn't get to do, like, there's a big Springfield trip, there's a big Washington, D.C. trip. Like, forget about all that stuff. You really learn the value of $1 early. And so I was extremely driven, tried to get that job at 12. They must have ran a Social Security check, and that didn't happen. Started working at age 13. There's some weird law in Illinois that allows you to be like a caddy at a golf club. And you don't even have to have, you're not on payroll. Like you can receive cash, and there's some just odd caveat where that was okay. 14, 15, worked at McDonald's. 16 and on, for the most part, worked at Jewel, which is a local grocery store. And so, like, always had that drive, always had that entrepreneurial spirit. There were some other things that I started kind of in between, with radio installation, with bike repair, and just kind of used that drive to realize that there was a need for wheels and tires. So this was like 2003. I was in my second year of community college, and I just was looking for wheels online and realized that A, people were being successful at it, and B, like I could probably go do this myself. So I found a way to get direct with the manufacturer. It took a little bit of finesse, and I was able to discover what the actual buying price of these wheels that I was looking at. I was looking at what they were selling on eBay. And this was like almost before drop shipping was a thing. So everything is about timing, right? So right now it's freaking impossible to get into drop shipping, even though YouTube will confuse people into thinking that everybody can be a drop shipper. It's like harder, so much harder now to be successful, because you're going up against guys like me that have been doing this for 20 years, that get the best price, that stock, that can ship faster. But yeah, I mean, I just started on eBay, drop shipping, selling wheels out of my mom's apartment. And I didn't have to have any money to start it. In the first week, I was receiving money from customers, going and buying the product, shipping it, and then keeping the leftover money. It was pretty sweet.